Hey guys, so I decided that I was gonna make. I've kind of done a video like this before, but I just wanted to do another one while I don't know. I was kind of thinking about it again and was talking to one of my girlfriends about it. So figured I'd talk a little bit about coming off prep and after your competition. I mean, if you've competed before, you probably know this exact feeling that I'm gonna talk about, but I'm gonna talk about it a little bit anyway. So last year when I did my first competition, it was the beginning of June. The second one was 2 weeks later, so towards the end of June, middle of June, I guess, obviously. I Once you get that lean, you don't want to change that, right? And my competitions, since they were at the end of the June, it was summer. I had a lot planned. I was going to Stampede. I was going to Bud Country. I was doing a lot, right? I wasn't used to looking the way I looked and being able to wear whatever I wanted to wear and looking good in a bikini. I don't like wearing bikinis anyway, but it was a good feeling to be that lean. And after putting in all that hard work, you don't. Your mind tells you that you want to keep looking like that, right? So I was going to BC towards the end of July, and I told myself I would just want to stay lean until I was back from that trip because I was gonna be on the shoe swap and I was gonna be at the beach. Like I'm in the Okanagan, right? So I just kept telling myself that I was just gonna stay on my prep diet just a little bit longer, just until I was back from BC, and then I was gonna start my off season and I was gonna make all kinds of gains and be hardcore. That didn't happen. I stayed on my prep diet. Even actually, I was still eating a lot of calories because I was eating a lot of fats, right? So I went to BC and I think like I was in BC for 2.5 weeks and I think I had two cheat meals. That was it. Like it was like I was still prepping for something. I was super lean and I remember looking in the mirror and thinking that I was fat. So really, I just want to talk about how easy it is to develop like an eating disorder after competition prep and after competing because I pretty much had one or was really close to developing some kind of eating disorder. I I mean, I was still eating a lot, but the beginning of September was when I started noticing that I was losing muscle, and it is a shitty feeling. I would I especially noticed it when I would try and take my pictures, or I'd go to the bathroom and I would look in the mirror and I would try and flex, and there was not a lot there. And I mean, I don't have huge arms anyway, but there was nothing left to my shoulders. I couldn't. It was depressing, and I kind of thought, I don't know, maybe I'm just having a bad day, or maybe I don't know, maybe I should change my diet. But I didn't want to stop being that lean, so until finally, this is when I was still living in Valley. My trainer's there. He finally told me, like, Jord, what are you doing? If you want to switch to figure, you need to eat more. Like you are losing a lot of muscle. And I said, yeah, I know, I noticed that. And he told me, yeah, I wanted you to realize it for yourself because if someone else tried to tell you, you'd get defensive. And he was right. So I figured it out on my own. And after that, I slowly, like, I was still doing a lot of cardio. It was summer. I was still rollerblading and biking and stuff outside, so I was still doing cardio. I was eating a lot, but not enough. And then I finally just realized that if I wanted to do figure, I needed to eat more. Like it was stupid. I can't be that lean all the time, even though I wanted to. So I finally wrapped my head around it, but I had to realize it on my own. Prep diet isn't healthy. You can't. I mean, it's not healthy to be on prep for that long. It's just not. It's hard on your bodies, right? So, my advice to you, if you're doing your first competition or any whatever, my piece of advice would be to right now. Well, if you have a competition coming up, make sure you have some type of plan for after your competition because I felt completely lost. I went from having so much structure and down to the time, like I was going to eat at this time and then my training was this and this and this and this. Like everything was just so planned out, so structured. And then you go, your competition's over, and then what? Like what? I didn't know what to do with my time. So I just kept training and kept eating the way I knew how to eat, right? So now I know what that feeling is, and I know that I need to have a plan for after my competition. So if you have the resources and if you have a trainer or a coach or whatever, and this is your first time and you don't know how to do it on your own, ask them for an off-season meal plan and set small goals. Like I wish I would have planned one of my photo shoots for like a month or 2 months after. So then I could still stay, like just mini goals to keep me on track, like something to look forward to. That was the hardest thing for me, was not knowing what to do with myself after my competition was over. I just felt completely lost, so that I think is one of the reasons why I stayed on my prep diet. But I can tell you over and over again that not to develop an eating disorder, and to not stick on your stupid prep for longer than you have to, but you have to realize it for yourself. I know now, like I know what I have to do, and I know what I have to do to make the gains that I want to make, and staying that lean isn't an option for me. It might be for some people, like, of course, like there's lean gains. I didn't gain a whole bunch in my off season, and I don't want to, like, no one wants to get even really 30 pounds from their stage weight. Like, that's a lot. This year, now that I'll be staying in figure, hopefully I'll be 10 pounds from my stage weight. 10, 15 pounds. I wouldn't want to get any more than that. But yeah, get a plan right now for after your competition so that you don't feel like that. I got really depressed after, so I need a little bit of structure. So that was tough. And yeah, I was pretty close to having an eating disorder. I would kind of say that I did, I guess. But like I said, you kind of got to figure it out on your own. So really that's it. I don't have a lot to say about that other than it's really easy to let this sport kind of screw with your head. I know now that hopefully that won't happen to me again, and I can get my head around the fact that it's okay to put on a few pounds, and which I did this year. I enjoyed my off season, but I do really like prep because of the structure, and I'm on a new diet plan now, and it's only my second day on it, so maybe later on in the week I'll do another video about it, but right now I don't really have much to say about it. So yeah, I should go and probably clean my apartment that I've been putting off for about 2 weeks. So yeah, if you guys have questions about it, just leave them in the comments on here. Don't talk about it on Instagram because I'm not gonna reply about this video on my Instagram. So if you have something to ask me, ask it on here and I will answer your questions. So yeah, just remember that it's a sport and it's gonna fuck with your head, and you're gonna have your ups and you're gonna have your downs, but hopefully your up days outweigh the bad days, because lately I've been having doubts in myself whether I'm gonna be ready or not. But today was a good day, so just remember what your goals are and don't let anyone tell you that you can't do them, because I had so many people telling me that I couldn't and I did it. So just remember that. Okay, I'm gonna go. See you guys later.